reflection. Let's see. I never can get this thing right. Trying to get this off the screen. Okay, so I can pin it. Trying to pin it. Peace reflection. Today I wanted to do a different video. I'm tired. Like, I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night because, I got a new reflection that came to us, and and sometimes you gotta like go through things, you gotta go through pressure to really see what a person's about, and sometimes that means you gotta stay up at night. And I'm like so tired, but I just wanted to vent today, and excuse me because y'all always not the ones that be rocking with me, but y'all always be talking about my appearance. And so if I look like I ain't getting no sleep, that's because I ain't getting no sleep, okay? I'm tired, but I'm still on here, and I'm still going to come and bring you a message, because I know that whatever I'm going through or whatever experiences that I have, I know there's somebody out here that I can help and that relate to me. So even through my tiredness, like, I wanted to get on here and just vent and just talk and just connect, because I could be doing something else with my life, so yeah, I never did a vent video. And the Honorable Master Chief Nature Boy, he was like, sometimes you just gotta vent, because that's one thing that he do. We love when he get on there and just vent. But I never, that's one thing about me, sometimes I keep a lot of things in, and I just brush over it. But I was like, I feel like talking, I feel like venting, I feel like connecting, and shoot, if you want to listen to me, that's on you. But I just was sitting here just thinking about my life, thinking about the patterns of my mind, how I think about things. I'm live, what's up?
Hi.
Yeah, hey. Yeah. You check to see if there's chips under.
There's a bundle of chips.
Oh, the regular chips. Yeah, I had those. If people want to have a snack. Yeah, that's what I have it for. But I was just sitting here just thinking about the patterns of my mind, and and just thinking about how I just do things, and then thinking about why I do what I do. And I have a very powerful mind, but I also have debilitations in that mind as well. And sometimes I just get really frustrated with myself. I get so frustrated with how I think sometimes and what I do. And I be like, fuck, I hate failing. I know the answer, and I hate when the universe puts me in situations to test me. I hate being tested, because I'm such a direct person. Like, if you ever is around me and I talk to you, I'm so direct. I'm so honest, and straight up, and that could be a detriment. But the universe has a way of subtly testing me to see if I'm paying attention, to see if I'm focused, to see, everything I say that I am I that way? And it's like, I hate when I fail. It's like, I hate failing, but I know in the failure and recognizing the failure, that's where the growth is, and not giving up. But it was like, oh my God, universe, when are you gonna just let me have a break? You know what I mean? That's what I'd be like. I be thinking sometimes, and before I used to really be hard on myself when I failed, but now it's like I'm getting better, right? And I learned that one of the things that I did that I'm getting so much better at is I'm not resisting, because you know, everybody around you is a reflection of you. Like, I am you and you are me. But sometimes I think that we don't really realize, you know, what that truly means. And if we truly believe that we believe this person is our reflection, we believe that everything is in our minds, we believe that we are God and everything around us is pieces and fragments of who we are, but we, at the end of the day, it's nothing but God. It's just you and a different astrological program. Like, we can say that, we can articulate that and conceptualize it, but do we truly feel it? Do we truly believe that? Because if we did, we will be moving in another way. We will be moving and we will be living our lives knowing that. We will be that. But it's like, it's easier said than done. You know, for a lot of us, we say it, but we don't believe it. And so what I realized about myself and what I've come to the conclusion is, I know who I am. Like, I love me. I love me. You know, I like how I am. Peace, Unbothered 38. I like who I am. I've always liked who I am. I have a Leo moon. I'm very confident. I'm very confident in myself. You know, and when I was in Babylon, I allowed other people's perception to control me. You know what I mean? Control me. You know, because I didn't know who I was. You know, but then when I came to my higher self, and then when I isolated myself, and I started going through the experiences, the growth, I really shedded a lot of the misconceptions that I had, the insecurities that I had in myself. Not saying that I got rid of all securities, but I did get rid of the security of really liking me. I'm like, I like me. I like who I am. I love me. And so if that's the case, if you're like me, and if you truly love yourself, right, and you truly rock with you, why are you resisting the universe? Why are you explaining yourself? Why are you making an explanation and trying to prove to your reflection or everybody else around you of who you are? Because if you truly know who you are, if you truly love yourself, I don't have to explain myself, because at the end of the day, all my reflection is doing is giving me their opinion. They're giving me their perspective. You see what I'm saying? So that's just me reflecting myself to me, telling me about myself. It's just an aspect of myself telling me about myself. It's all aspects. My aspects do not rule me. And when I say aspects, I'm talking about my astrology birth chart. And if you don't know what the astrology birth chart is, that is like what we call the horoscopes, the birth chart. And within in your astrology, you have aspects. You know, that's how light refracts in your mind, and it can refract in a way that is conducive, or it can create shadows. Because you have your shadow self. That's where there's a part of yourself that you don't see, that is just there. You know what I mean? And so I know that there's certain parts of me that are some good aspects and bad aspects. So when my reflection comes at me saying something that I know that's not me, and I feel like it's a bad aspect, I used to be very defensive. You know, I'd be like, well, that's your opinion, and no, that's not what I think of myself. But but now I'm just like, you know what? That's just me talking to me. So me arguing with another person, it's like you getting in the mirror and arguing with yourself. Would you do that? You know, that's also Reflection Elway. Reflection Elway she said she's studying her natal chart is what we should do every day until we memorize it and know it and recognize it when it's happening. You know, you want to know your birth chart, Unbothered 38. First, you need to put reflection behind your name, so I know that you're on my frequency. Like, you know, this is Unbothered 38 is somebody that I knew since I was 16. Like, I wish she could come on live with me and talk to me. I wish you should send a request, Unbothered, so people can, because she knew me since I was 16 years old. So she knew me when I was, really young, and now she's here, now she's here. But you should put up reflection, behind your name, because you are a reflection of me. Yes. I'll call you Unbothered, because that's what you got your name. I know who you are. Yeah, all you got to do is just set it up on your phone, and you could come into the live, and you can be here by doing the split screen and talking to me. But because you and I are not on the same frequency, I had to separate myself from you in this way, because I got to show you that it could be done. You know what I mean? She said she wished she was there with me. If you truly wanted to be there with me, you would vibrate. You would come on this frequency. You would give up that Babylon life if you and I are truly still supposed to be in each other's lives in that way. You know, but this is what I have. This is what I have to give you. And she was my best friend. This was like my best friend in Babylon. We known each other since we were 16. And then our Babylon age is like what? What's your Babylon age? Read it 38 or 38, 37. So you see what I'm saying? But I let that go. I let it go. I have long relationships with my people. You know what I mean? Oh, you're not? Okay. Well, that's the only way you're going to talk to me. Because I really would like to build with you, because so people would be like, oh my God, this is, Mama Serenity's, Reflection Serenity's past. My past is in the room. My past is always right there to remind me. And I never forget my past, but I don't get caught up in my attachments. Because when I was in Babylon, I had a lot of great relationships. I had a lot of close relationships with people. That's why they don't want to let go of me now. How do you come live with me, Rita? Well, one, you got to go on Carbonation TV and start watching all of the Honorable Master Chief's Nature Boy's videos. And he tells you from the beginning of the first video he ever made to the one he made yesterday probably, how to get here. You got to vibrate on our frequency. You got to think like us. And then while you're there, you can no longer have to be a part of Babylon. You can be a part of Babylon. Yeah. You said live on Instagram. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So if you want to truly vibrate to me, if you and I are truly supposed to be in each other's lives, you would do exactly what I did. I've been going on almost 2 years. And I still haven't let up. I'm serious. I know you thinking oh, she going through something. But no, I've been doing this. This is my life. This is my family. I'm dedicated. And then that's another thing I want to talk about is are you living your purpose? Do you know the difference between your purpose and your talent? See, I'm very talented. And see, a lot of y'all think that my purpose is cooking. My purpose isn't cooking. I created a cookbook. Y'all know me for being in the kitchen. Now this is a talent. Whatever somebody put in front of me, I can rock it. You know what I mean? Hey, Reflection girl. My husband's in the room. Whatever you give me, I'm going to rock it because I'm a life path 1 and I'm a Leo moon, and I just have this ability to just do whatever I need to do. But the only thing I was lacking was the inconsistency and the focus. So once I came to my higher self, the Honorable Master Chief Nature Boy, he put me on a direction. He was like, look, he said, cook, do something. So I put me in the kitchen, and on my whole life, I created delicious B6 diet foods, and inspired a cookbook, but I can't give the credit, to myself because he's the one that created the diet of the B6. He just gave me more focus. So I got in the kitchen and I just started cooking, and I wasn't doing that in Babylon, absolutely not. Even when I was vegan, I wasn't cooking like that. So, but that was a talent of mine. That wasn't really my purpose. And so I just started thinking about what is my purpose in life. And I was thinking about when I was in Babylon, that's the same thing I was thinking before. But when I was thinking about finding my purpose, I was thinking about how I could make money off of this purpose. And I think that's what, I'm not. What happened? Well, we got the hand blender. You don't want to use the... Because when I was going to make you... y'all, this is real. Hold on for a second. When I was going to make you mashed potatoes, I actually was going to use the hand blender because I think it'll be more whippy. So that's what I... You don't want to do that? You don't want that?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So right now...
I know that's right. So what have you done so far with the mash?
I just mashed them up. I put a little bit of water in it.
Okay, I put milk in it.
Alright.
to make it milk and season. We don't have any dill. I normally put dill in your potatoes, but basil, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Milk. Put some milk in it. Yeah. Okay. If you need me, I'll come. If you need me, I'll come in there, live and all. Those cheeses. She making mashed potatoes. So I don't even know what was I talking about. I know I was talking about purpose, but when I was in Babylon, when I was thinking about my purpose, I was thinking about how I could make money off of it. You know, I wasn't thinking about like truly living the life that I loved and coming into this earth plane, you know, this realm of existence and truly being who I'm supposed to be. That God in me wants to be me, you know, and in order for me to be me, I have to know my purpose and I have to live that. But what Babylon has done and programmed us is that you live your purpose out to create a business and to make money, and that's the reason why people now are living an unfulfilled, unpurposeful life, and they chasing that money. They give that, and what is money? Money is energy, and so you are diverting your energy into something that's not conducive for you. Like, yeah, you can get up every day and go to work and get a job to provide for yourself, but that's not your purpose. But what Babylon has done made you feel like your job is your purpose. Like, I got to get up every day. I got to pay bills. I got to pay taxes. I got to be a good American citizen. That's my purpose. But that's not who you are. That's just an obstacle to get in your way to see if you truly going to become who you really are. And are you willing to do what you need to do to get there? You know what I mean? And a lot of people that knew me way back when probably look at what I'm doing as extreme. And yes, it is extreme, because living my life and being me, you know, and getting on the righteous path and not going to hell and not having to do this again is extreme. We don't realize that the life that we live in and the choices that we're making is extreme, because whatever you are doing now, you're creating your next lifetime. You're creating your next moment. And if you do not look at that as extreme, that is why you live your life with no passion, with no purpose, because you don't take it seriously. And that's exactly how I was living my life. That's exactly how I was thinking. That's why I exactly got what I got, and that was nothing. Because I was not serious and I was not extreme about my life. And I'm here to tell my reflection, get extreme, get focused. And it don't matter if anybody call you crazy. They crazy. Because I look at my life now and I'm like, damn, what did I do to get such an amazing life? And what do I need to do to keep it? You know, every day it's a choice. Every day it's a choice to get up and live your life and live it on purpose. And see, what I found was my purpose. I was doing my purpose when I was Babylon. Like, if y'all go on my YouTube channel, like YouTube, I think it's and babe, if you in the room, if you remember my YouTube name, you can put it, if you write it out, I think it's Mama Serenity or Reflection Serenity. Go on my page, my YouTube page, and look it up and go down. You'll see like old videos of me. You'll see what I used to look like and what I used to be in. But regardless of the topics or the information I was spitting, my purpose was to talk to people, was to connect to people, was to teach people. And I was doing that without anybody paying me. I was doing that because I really wanted to tell people about who they really were. And in my videos, I was telling people about natural hair, because as a black woman, our hair is really important. As a black woman, as a little girl, the first thing your mother programs you, I'm thankful, babe, the first thing she programmed, don't let nobody touch your hair. And she always fixing your hair and always complaining about your hair. And so that does some type of psychological like conditioning, you know, to us as women. So as we get older, the focus is there, and we don't even know the mechanics or the understanding of who we are, because our mothers, they didn't know. They were our lower selves. They were our past selves. They didn't know, so they were just teaching us. So when I came across the natural hair movement, and when I realized that my hair does this, and I can still be cute, and it's me, and I don't have to manipulate it. Because I used to hate doing my hair. I used to like straighten my hair with a flat iron, wrap it up, and keep it moving. And I would do that, and then I wouldn't even wash my hair, take care of my hair for like 2 weeks. I would just wear it in a wrap, then wonder why I didn't have no hair in the back and no hair in the front, because all that brushing and tension, I was pulling my hair out. But do you think I cared? No, I didn't, because I was ignorant. I was dumb, deaf, and blind. I just did it because I didn't know any better, and I didn't even, what I'm saying? So when I discovered the natural hair movement and saw that there was a group of women out there that looked like me, and they were teaching me how to be me, and it started with my hair, that's when something opened up in me. That's when I really start opening up as far as how to express myself. So many different things in my life that brought me on this journey, but I really just want to like be more specific because of religion, diet, like all kind of shit happened in my life that kept trying to get me on the righteous path, kept trying to get me to the truth of things. But I just really wanted to talk about this, because it's my purpose. It brought me into my purpose, and I didn't even know that I was doing my purpose. So when I saw that what these women were doing, they were teaching, and I just did what they did. I was like, shoot, I ain't gonna be flat iron my hair. I went to the store, got the products that they said, and just started doing what they did. And then when I saw that it worked, I was like, wow, maybe there's somebody out there like me that resonates with me, or have my curl pattern that maybe I can teach and show, because somebody did that for me. Because those women, even though the natural hair movement, it was just a point of consciousness to wake up black women. They're stagnant. You can no longer call it natural hair movement, because they're doing everything but be natural. How can it be natural hair movement when you're not in a natural environment? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but that was just a point of consciousness that had to wake us up, and I'm very thankful for that movement to get me to at least move, because that's what you want. Anything that you believe in, and any doctrine that you're learning, you want it to move you. That's the reason why the Honorable Master Chief Nature Boy is who he is, because his knowledge is impeccable, his knowledge is undefeated, and he gets people to move. It's an actual movement. What you see in Babylon with the young pharaohs and all these other people, nobody's moving, so it's not a movement. It's just a whole bunch of intellectuals trying to sell you something and talking really good. So the natural hair movement was a movement, because it did really get women to move and wake up. Now, what direction they had us moving in, that's a whole other story. So once that happened for me, I wanted to do that for others. And so I got my little Casio camera. It was like a little camera, and I didn't know they didn't have live back then. If they did, I didn't know. So I was like, I want to do that for someone, because maybe somebody have hair like me, and since I learned, and since someone did that for me, let me give back and get on camera and talk. So that's what I did. I just got on camera and started talking about my hair, and started talking about what I like and what I don't like, and my experiences. And I did gain a little following, as I was doing that. But then eventually, I did that for about good 4 years. And nobody in my Babylon family knew that I was on YouTube, and and I was going to events. Companies were reaching out to me. I was very influential. Even though I had a small following, I was very influential in my following. Like companies of hair products was reaching out to me. I was connecting with women all over the world and going to different events, and people really trusted. Yeah, Rita, I know you didn't know. And I was going to events and meeting people, connecting with women, and it really became something for me. Like outside of the videos, like it was something that really became something. But I did it because out of the love and the passion, not because I'm gonna make a business out of this, or how can I make a business out of it. I just did it for the love of it and the connection. And so that's what your purpose should be. Whatever it is that you can do all day, every day, and not get paid, that is your purpose. But we get our purpose mixed up with our talent. So I can sing, I can cook, I can dance. Well, I think I can dance. You ask other people, they be like, okay, girl, I can do anything. I can make jewelry. I can do anything, but it's not my purpose. This is something I like to do. My purpose is to teach. My purpose is to talk. I could talk to you all day. You know, as a reflection master teacher neuro, I could talk. Oh, be quiet. You said dance. No. Just because you can't dance don't mean I can't dance. And so I can talk all day. Like, anything I know, I want to. Anything I know, I want to tell somebody and teach them because it resonates with me. You should know. Let me help you because it helped me. That is something that I am passionate about. I've always been that person. If I went to a restaurant and the food was good, I had to tell everybody, y'all, this food is good, it's delicious, you gotta go. I was always that person. And so why not take that vigor and that gift of gab and actually help people, help humanity, you know what I mean? Let me help you, help me, you know, because if I help you, I'm helping me, right? So, I learned that is my purpose, is to talk, is to connect, you know what I mean? And I can do this with ease. You know, sometimes, you know, we do let our sense of self, our ego get in the way of our purpose, you know, and I think that's the reason why I don't do it as much as I should, because, you know, like I said, I still have my own insecurities. I still think I'm not good enough, or nobody's gonna listen to me, or I don't speak like an Honorable Master Chief Nature Boy, but that's unfair, because what I've learned from him is that he's consistent. He did it for a long time and he never gave up, and he kept going and moving. And if I don't take that same action, what makes me think I'm going to perfect my craft? You got to keep going. You got to keep doing it over and over. Nobody should have to tell you to do it, you know. And so that's what I learned about myself, is that, you know, with the more consistency and the desire to be consistent, that's what's going to make that insecurity go away. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and then sometimes get on camera and say the wrong thing and make a mistake. That's just what I was saying in the beginning of the video, being afraid to fail. You know, as a public speaker, a lot of people are afraid to get in front of people and talk because they don't want to sound stupid, or they don't want to make a mistake. But at the end of the day, I'm up here talking. What is you doing? You watching me. You know what I mean? But in all that I do, I want to inspire others, and I know my life is here to help. And now that I'm about to become a mother and I'm a wife, you know, that is something within my purpose that I want to share with the world, and what that truly means to be a virtuous woman, to be a virtuous mother, or to be a real mother. You know, what that looks like. That, because no matter if I'm passionate about it, I can talk. And so when I was doing the hair, I was very passionate about it, but then I ended up falling off just because I just did, and then I wanted to take it to the next level, but I had a missing piece in my life. I didn't know about technology, and I wanted to make my videos better, but I didn't have the desire to do that. But that's because I didn't truly believe in my purpose. Because if I truly believed in my purpose, no matter what, I'm going to find a way and make a way. And at one point, I did try to hire somebody, like I found on Craigslist, to edit my videos and make them better, but they got expensive. So I was trying to do whatever I could do to keep going, but after a while, you know, I just got, you know, a little burnt out. But that's just because I had lacked the inconsistency. But that's the reason why being around certain people in your life and becoming a peopletarian and being selective who you're going to be around is really important, because then you can have people around you that can enhance you, that can help you. And that's the one thing I love about my husband, Master Teacher Neuro, is that him and I, what one lacks, the other one has. And so he's like amazing in technology, and he does videos, and he used to do videos when he was in Babylon. And so, but he's really good at the technology side, and the type of energy he has, he's very grounded and focused. With me, I got the ideas, I got the movement, let's go, let's do this. And then he has the grounding to where, okay, this is how it's going to be done, and he has the focus to just do it. And I'm just like, good, you know. So it's just like finding that missing piece and finding the different pieces that complement you, you know, because I just like to talk. I like to be in front of camera, but I don't want to do all the intricate pieces to make the video look good. I just don't. But I'm so thankful for my universe that allowed people in my life to let me do it. But that's why you have to be very selective, because people are energy and people are reflections of you. So that's the reason why I'm in an isolated environment, because I want to be with the best of the best. I want to be the best with the best. And so I feel like that I am with the best, and they all enhance me. They all show me the best of me, and they all show me not so best of me. But I have compassion for that part of myself, and they just reminded me, you know, keep going, keep growing. You know what I mean? Oh, I know, babe. And so now that him and he has given me a baby. You know, he has allowed me to be a portal to bring a baby through. That's gonna be my next thing I'm gonna be talking about, me and passionate about, because like I said, it was the hair products I was very passionate about, but becoming a mother and being a wife, that's what I want to show the world. You know what I mean? That's my purpose. That's two purposes. As a woman, you know, I am here to be a mother, to be a wife. You know, first thing, one of the most important things for a woman, her role is to be a mother. And the reason why we know that, because look at our bodies. We have breasts, we have a vagina. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason why our bodies are made like that, because we're nurturers, we're providers. This is what we're supposed to do with our bodies. You know, but Babylon made us think we should be doing something else. You know what I mean? But this is what I'm here to do. And when I was in Babylon, I was afraid. I was just like, I ain't trying to give up my life to be nobody's mama, you know. And I'm cute. I want to go out and date, and you know. And that's not the way you should be thinking. You should be, you know, preparing yourself for your purpose. And you know, but the thing about Babylon, they have taught a lot of us women, especially black women, you know, a backwards way of looking at ourselves and dishonoring ourselves. But it's okay, because some of us grew up without mothers and fathers, you know, and then the people that were around us, they did the best that they could, and you know, and I'm very thankful for that. The people that raised me did the best that they could with what they knew, you know. Shit, they got told the backward shit too. They was just teaching me, you know. But it got me here, and I'm very thankful, because that was me at the end of the day. And that's why I keep a healthy perspective and keep going and not getting caught up in that, because I know at the end of the day, that's what I needed to do and create for myself in this realm to get here to where I am today. Like, you know, your parents are you, your children are you, you know what I mean? But then at a certain point, that part of you, if it's not serving you, you have to let it go. Or if y'all not on the same frequency, you have to let it go and see. And I did. And when I let that go, the part of myself that was no longer serving me, I ended up getting so much more. I have a family. I'm about to have my own little family. I have my soul family that keeps me steady on the righteous path, and we have fun and we love each other, and we're growing together through our flaws. You know, we know we're perfect, but we're together in our flaws and stuff, and we're continuing to find our purpose and be in our purpose. It's amazing when you're with people with like minds and are focused on what you want to be focused on, but then bring new ideas and new ways of living. But then, you know, now that I'm a wife, you know, now I'm going to be able to have an experience that I never had before, and that's to be a mother. You know, and also to be a wife. Now, when I was in Babylon, I was married at one point, you know, but I was young and I did it for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? And that's why the marriage didn't last. And it wasn't supposed to last. It was supposed to just be a lesson and an obstacle for me to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm going to truly be what a wife is, and I don't have to be a battery for Babylon, because when I was married to Babylon, I still had to go to work. I was working, and he was the one that wasn't working. You know, I was the one paying all the bills. I was, you know what I mean? I was the one doing everything in that marriage. And so it was not a true marriage, you know, at all. You know, as a woman, my role is to be under the man versus it is God or higher self, and then it's your husband, and then it's me, and then it's the children. And it definitely was not the hierarchy of the marriage that I had when I was in Babylon, and I knew that, and now I'll be able to truly live a life that I knew that I was supposed to be living, but in my purpose now I can show you how I did it, and also I can teach you why you should do it because of what was taught to me and what I continue to be taught, with divine knowledge of self from the Honorable Master Chief Nature Boy, and even with my husband, he's a very intelligent man. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't, and I'm supposed to learn from my husband, and if you can't learn from your husband, then you with the wrong man. So this is like, I want to give back, we don't go to sleep, we rest. Yes. Well, I haven't done that. because I want to talk, like, I'll rest later, Like, I just really wanted to, like, I just had this urge, this desire in me to talk. And babe, I'm tired, I'm like 7 months pregnant and I am exhausted. But it was just something in me that I was like, you know what, I don't give a damn. I'm not doing my hair, I'm not putting on earrings, and I don't care that I look sleepy. I had something to say, and before I take a nap, before I do anything, let me say it, and so it's because it's real. Sometimes we want to be right, and sometimes we want to be right, but what about being real? Sometimes I'm gonna come on here and be real with y'all. I'm gonna be like, oh, what's going on with her? Realness. This is what's going on with me. I'm being real. Now, most of the time I come in here being beautiful and elegant, you got my earrings, being cute or whatever. But sometimes I come in here and keep it real. Like I need to show y'all what real looks like. You know what I'm saying? And because that's what's our problem. We want to be right. We just want to be right, but we don't want to keep it real. We don't want to show the ugliness of life. We don't want to be authentic and show people our flaws because we're afraid of people that won't like us. But I don't give a damn if you don't like me. I'm showing you me. This is who I am. Yes, sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I'm not that nice. Sometimes I am rude and direct, and and that is who I am sometimes. And sometimes I'm selfish. But I want you to know what you're dealing with so you can make an executive true decision of whether you want to fuck with me or not, or whether you want a person. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be straight up with you. Because I want you to like me for me. So with that realness, you want to get at people that realness, because when you're just trying to be right, just trying to get people to like you, they don't know who they dealing with. And eventually that facade is going to come down because you're going to get tired of being right. You're going to be now, most of us do, but some of us, we afraid, but with me, I've always kept that shit real. I've always been, but I've learned that there's still parts of myself that I wasn't truly being real about because maybe I didn't understand, and I'm truly learning what true loyalty is, and working together, you know what I mean, and having one mind with my man, with my higher self, with my family. And it's not about me, you know what I mean? It is me, but it's like, don't let them certain aspects get in the way. Don't let them shadows make you have that separation of illusion that it's me against the world type of thing, because it's not. All it is you. You know what I mean? And I know that's just certain, when that happens, that's just certain aspects trying to get in the way, and just know the difference. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that is like what, and I know it's my purpose, because every day I get up, I just want to take care of my family, and I get on camera showing you how to take care of the family and whatever it is that I do, whether it be in the kitchen, whether it be taking care of my husband, and I cannot wait till the baby comes. Like, I cannot wait till this baby comes, because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to be somebody's mama. Like, me, I'm going to be taking care of a baby. Like, and it's going to look like me, and it's going to look like Master Teacher Nero, and this baby's going to be acting like me. It's like, I'm so excited, but I'm so glad that I waited this long to become a mother, because I I will give this part of myself something that I didn't have, you know, and it's a natural life. It's an isolated life to where it's not going to be programmed with bullshit. You know, it's going to be able to live a pure, good life, you know, if it truly wants to. Because, you know, this baby will have his own personality, you know, but I'm going to do all that I can do as a mother to guide it to its and you know, to protect it, but also allow it to become who it truly is, because I didn't get that. You know, I was manipulated to become something else, and so I had to get my brain washed by the Honorable Master Chief Nature Boy, so I can come back to the realization of who I am. You know, and I'm giving this gift to our child that me and Master Teacher Neuro has, so where they don't have to worry about that. They can be. And I know it's going to be so adorable. Him and I was like, what is this baby going to look like? And you see what he looks like, and then you see what I look like. We like, what is this baby going to look like? It's just it's raining, so it got a little dark. He was just like, what is this baby going to look like? But it's like, it's going to be us. You know, we always put positive energy out about the baby, that it's going to be a happy baby, it's going to be a loving baby, it's going to be a little chubby, little cute little baby, and we'll love it. Hell, if nobody else do, we love it. That's what parents are there for. They'll put up with you and nobody else won't. You know, because it's you. You can't put up with yourself. Now, who you think anybody else should put up with you? That's how I look at it. But yeah, so like really think about what you would do, and nobody would have to pay you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that you could do all day, and that's what your purpose is, because you're passionate about it and you're focused, and nobody can stop you from doing it. You know, like, what is that? You know what I mean? And it's the simplest thing. It doesn't have to be complex. Like I said, with me, it's talking. It's talking, and you know, and showing the world, you know, what life is. You know what I mean? It's just that simple.
Yep.
What's
going on? Reflections?
I just wanted to vent today.
You want to ventilate?
Yeah, I wanted to vent, and it was a vent.
Venting kind of quiet.
Oh, you didn't hear me?
You supposed to scream?
I was screaming.
Oh, you were screaming? Oh, okay.
Wasn't I yelling? I was like, you better get extreme about your life, you know. But I was just telling them that you gave me life. You gave me life. When I was in Babylon, I thought that was life, and that was not life. That was not life. And everything that you do, you are showing me. You leading a path. Like, just do this. Trust me.
I am you.
Yeah, I am you. You know.
I am you.
Yeah, I'm you.
I'm you.
I'm you. And I have, and one of my Babylon friends right here, Unbothered, we were friends for since we were 16 years old.
She got to put some reflection on her name.
That's what I said. And she was like, well, I want to be where you are. What do I need to do? I said, first you need to go on Carbonation TV and watch all of your videos from the beginning to yesterday, because I'm sure you did the video yesterday. And just do that. That's what I did. And she said she didn't even know that I was just pulling curly. She didn't know I did that. Like, when I was doing the videos,
wow.
My Babylon family didn't know. That was just something I wanted to do. And the Honorable Master Chief Nature Boy, he brought me to my purpose because I was just doing it. And then he was like, get on camera and talk. Because at first she thought it was cooking. But I was like, no, I'm just talented. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it. And I'll do it amazing. But that wasn't my purpose. It's raining.
Neuro, come outside. Everybody.
this. Oh my God. Oh. Living water.
That's what you get when you live in the rain. That's what you get. That's what you get, man.
That's what you get.
Yo, Neuro. Look at him. Here he come running. Look. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, where did he go?
He's coming right now. Hey.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is how life is. It just happens.
Hey. Need the water. Need the water.